or welcome back to my channel. My name is Charmaine and we are getting ready for work. So I think I'm going to be using this palette today that just launched. It's the Too Faced Italian Spritz palette. Let me open it up for you. I don't know if I'm going to use this for sure, but the packaging looks like this, really cute. And the inside of the palette looks like this. So I know that today I'm wearing like burgundy and cream, or like red and cream and tan, something like that. So I think the look, I'm gonna try to really not do too much on my eyes. So I think I want to do a burgundy lip to go with my outfit, or like a red lip. So I might throw a little bit of this pink, or even just keep it here, just neutral. Something soft on my eyes so that my lips can be bold. We shall see. I tried something different with my eyeshadow, not my eyeshadow, with my eyebrows, by putting like a little bit of like a burgundy eyeshadow on my eyebrows to come into the look that I'm trying to do, or match my clothes anyway. So we'll see how this all turns out. I'm going to try to use different products from what I used in my other video, but I can't make any promises because I've been liking what I've been using, especially this L'Oreal True Match W5.5 is my color foundation. So I think I'm just going to use this anyway, but I'm going to try to use a different primer and different other things. Maybe not concealer. I don't know. I'm going to be mixing, but primer. I still need to prime my face, so I'm using this e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer to get started. So I'm going to do my face first, since I don't plan to do too much on my eyes. Or should I do my eyes first, because I know I want to do a wing. I need my wing to be like perfect. I might need to do my eyes first, because I can't use it. I don't use a tape once my eye, like once the rest of my face is done. I only use a tape once if my face is not done. Okay, so I think actually I need to start with my eyes. And then let me get a towel, because I need to wipe my hands off during the process of doing my makeup, so I don't get makeup on myself or anywhere else. Okay, since we're going to do eyes first, I'm going to start by putting this L'Oreal Infallible Fullwear concealer. I'm trying to look for the color name. Oh, Latte 375. I'm going to put this on my eyes. I think I'm running out of this one. It takes a while for me to run out of stuff, so I'm kind of surprised. I think my favorite concealer is the Milani. I use that a lot. But this one's pretty good too. Alright, and then usually I set with the Airspun, which I really like, and it's affordable, but let me look to see what I will use to set my face with today. Okay, so today I'll go with this I Heart Revolution banana powder to set. And this has like it's spilling, but a little bit more yellow tint. Alright, glad I didn't get dressed because this is making a mess. So we'll go ahead and now pat in the concealer. And then once I pat it in, I'll set it with the I Heart Revolution banana powder. It's not that noticeable, the burgundy color that I put on my eyebrows, but I just use this Blushing Berries palette from Dose of Colors. And it's this middle shade here that I put in there. It's my first time ever doing anything like that, so it's just something different. Alright, so concealer is on there. Let's go ahead, dip into this banana powder. to set. Right. Our eyes are set. Now I need to put tape on. The tape is the hardest part, getting it lined up exactly on both eyes. Okay, I think it's lined up. So let's go ahead and jump into putting this eyeshadow on. So I'm gonna start by going into Infallible. I'm gonna use this brown here. I'm just blending this into my crease. I still don't know if that tape is on exactly matching both sides, but I don't ever find out or figure it out until I put the eyeliner on. Then I realize it did not line up. Okay, so we have Infallible on there. Now we're gonna go into When in Rome, which is this pink color here. And I'm just blending this on the outside. Now we're gonna take we're gonna take Spaghetti About It, which is this shade here. It's just a lighter tan color, more pinkish tan. And I'm placing that on my lid. And now that's on my lid, I'm just gonna go back in. I'm not adding anything to the brush, and I'm gonna do some more blending. All right, now we're going to take this color, Gelato. No. Espresso Yourself, which is this brown. And I'm going to just kind of deepen up this outer V here. And that's it. Take the same brush I was using originally, nothing on it again. I'm just going to help to blend this area out more. There's a lot of blending involved when you are mixing colors. Because you want them to fade into each other and not look like really harsh. That is all we're doing for the eyes, other than eyeliner and mascara. So I'll do that part and then we'll come back on to finish the rest of our face. My eyes are done. So for my eyes, I use this Super Precise eyeliner from Essence. It's the long-lasting waterproof eyeliner. And I like a really long, sharp wing. For the mascara, I use the Essence Get Big Lashes Volume Curl Lash Lifter. And both of these I'm pretty sure are under $5, so they are very affordable. You can find them at Ulta if you're interested. Okay, so getting into the face, we are going to use my current favorite, which is L'Oreal True Match. This is a super blendable foundation. I really like this one. I like how it blends into my skin, and my skin looks really nice afterwards, and it lasts a really long time, or for at least as long as I need to wear it for. And right now this is my color for this time of year. So the colder months, winter months, my skin's usually a little bit lighter than it is in the summer. So this is working for me right now. My other shades are a little bit too dark. I was still wearing them, but this just blends and looks a lot better for right now. So we're gonna put this on my face. And I usually go in with, so I like a full coverage. This is very light. So I go in, I think, with maybe 2 or 3 layers. I kind of see. I know it's more than one. I'll definitely need more than 1 layer just because I have some dark spots that I need to cover up. And this formula is kind of watery, but I do not mind that at all. And I blend my foundation into my hairline. As you can see, I have thin hair, so my scalp is obviously a little bit lighter. And if I don't blend it in right there, then you can just kind of see sometimes the difference. This is layer number 2. And I don't usually layer on my forehead. My forehead doesn't really break out, but my cheeks break out, and I break out sometimes on my chin, just like these areas right here. And that's where I like to add the extra coverage. And you have to get into like the creases of your nose here. I'm gonna do 1 more. This is very easy to blend. And I don't do any more than the 3 layers. 3 is like my max. Alright, everything so far that I've been using has been affordable, other than Too Faced, that's on the higher end side, but everything else I think so far has been pretty affordable. So we're going to go in this e.l.f. 16-hour Camo Concealer in the color Tan Sand for our concealer. While I'm letting my concealer sit for a bit, I'm gonna do the my contour. So I'm using this e.l.f. Cream Contour Palette, and I usually use these two shades here. Sometimes a shade, I haven't used this yellow shade yet. So I'm just gonna mix the two that I showed you that I typically use. And stamp that on. Okay, and then to help blend that in, I'm just going to take my sponge and blend that in better. Doing your makeup takes time, so if you don't have time to like blend to get that perfect look so everything looks nice and seamless, just don't do your makeup, because it does take a lot of time to get everything blended in just right into each other. At least I spend a lot of time making sure everything is blended, including my eyeshadow, so that it looks as good as possible. And now we're just blending in that concealer. And that is why I check the camera, I check the mirror behind, and I check this mirror right here as I'm blending, just to make sure from every angle everything is looking the way it's supposed to be looking. Because in this camera it could look fine, but when I like look at it from this angle, I might see something is not blended in, or even from here, because this one I keep more at my side so it's angled, and then I have like the straight view, and then I have this view also to see what it's looking like. Okay, and I blend my under eyes last because I want that to be able to kind of dry a little bit before I start blending it in, so that way it gives me better coverage. So we blend the under eye last. Alright, before I set my under eye and the rest of my face, I do need to take this palette again so I can do my nose contour. And I'm going to do liquid blush. I don't always use liquid blush, I just sometimes. So this is the Blush Balm by Revolution Beauty, and this is Dolly Rose. This is actually going to be in a haul whenever I put that up. On camera it looks like a very bright pink, but I mean in person it's like a soft rosy pink, like that. It just looks more neon pink for some reason from this angle. but it is not that neon. I'm gonna blend that out. Alright, and then I'll go back and kind of finish blending. Right under eye. Alright, now I can set my face. So this is a Revolution Beauty Banana Powder. And I set my eyes first. And then everywhere else I put concealer. Okay, we'll use this L'Oreal Infallible Foundation Powder. It's a 24-hour fresh wear, and this is the color 245 Radiant Honey. I'll use that to set the rest of my face. And just patting this on. Today, let's go ahead and bronze with this I Heart Revolution Coffee Bronzer in the color Cappuccino. When I first got this, I used to use this all the time, but I have a lot of options, so kind of forgot about it. Let me get a different brush. This gives me a really sun-kissed look because it's very orangey. But if you get it blended in, get the right brush, it blends in just fine. Very pigmented. I'm gonna put a tiny bit on my nose. I had to dip in that very, very lightly because it's super pigmented. Okay. Now I'm gonna take the brush I was using at first to try to blend that in. So the brush I was using at first that I was trying to blend that in with, I'll go back into that because this brush is more light and I don't need it to blend in. I'm just kind of touching it up to help, just lightly, because I don't want to blend it further in and blend it away. I'm happy with this. But very pigmented, I Heart Revolution Coffee Bronzer Cappuccino. I think they have more shades in that, but I don't have any of the other shades. Okay, I'm just taking my beauty blender and carving this area out just a tiny bit. I didn't put anything on it, just whatever it has from when I set my eyes is it. And then I'll just pat it in. And I'm just patting over everything now. I still have to do my blush, but before I start adding more on top, I like to blend in what's already there, and that's how I get it to look like seamless and like really pressed into my skin. Alright, so for blush, I want to do more of a red blush. So I'm going with Pinch Me, which is the Volume 1 Lorella Cosmetics blush palette. And we're going into that bright red blush. I'm going to have to blend it out, of course, because I don't want it too red, because I do want a red lip. So I'm just going to pat... Oh my god. Okay, we're going to fix that after we get it on. I have faith that I'm going to be able to blend that out. Okay, first, let me take another brush with nothing on it to help blend. And then we're gonna hope that my foundation brush can save the day and get the rest of this muted down. That's like super pigmented. I barely tapped in there. So I didn't put anything on my foundation brush as of right now. I'm just gonna pat it down and keep patting to blend it out. And like, see, it's better, but I don't usually like to wear my blush that noticeable. I like it to just be a hint of color. Okay, so that's what that's looking like. So what I will do is go into my foundation powder that I use, which is the L'Oreal Infallible 24 Hour in the color 245 Radiant Honey. I'll put some on there and then I'll just go over it. And we'll tone that down some more. Just, that's good. Okay, so we've toned that down. I'm just going to take my sponge, because my sponge is damp, to help blend in the powders. Alright, we need to jump back into the palette again. I gotta move a little bit faster because I have less than an hour to be at work and I'm still not dressed. So we're gonna go into Spaghetti About It, which is this brown shade, and I'm gonna also go into this shade here. So these two shades I'm gonna put on my lower lash line. Let me put a tiny bit of Espresso Yourself, which is the deep brown, just on the outer corner part here, and blend that forward. We're going to use this BH Cosmetics Paradise Set, which is a hydrating setting spray. Okay, it has a nice fine mist. Alright, I need to put something on my inner corner, so I'm going to take this, it's called Take Me to Church, on my inner corner. And I'm not doing any highlighter today because I almost took myself out with that blush. So I don't want to get carried away. Alright, we are going to go into this Minted Night Lip Pencil, which I use all the time for lip liner. My lips have been very dry this winter. And then over top, I'm going to use this Maybelline Vivid Matte Liquid in the color Red Punch. this is the completed look. Again, that red blush almost took me out. I was getting a little worried I wasn't going to be able to blend it out, but it blended out perfectly and it looks really good. I just had to go over it with my foundation brush to kind of tone it down a bit. Went with a red lip to go with this red vest I have on. And my eyes, I wanted to keep it neutral since I wanted to do a red lip and I'm wearing red today. So I used a Too Faced Italian Spritz palette and just used the neutral colors in the palette, like the pink and the brown tones. This is a really nice palette compared to what they have been putting out. I feel like this is something different. A lot of the other palettes they have, I feel like some of those colors you're finding in the same palettes just over and over again. But this feels like a breath of fresh air. This palette is very, very cute. I don't know, I like the color story for this palette. So this is a really nice palette if you're looking to add it to your collection or to purchase. So check that out. And let me know down in the comments below what you think of this makeup look. How'd you feel about that red blush? The palette is really, really good. All the colors in the palette are really pigmented, but this again was my first time using the red blush. Okay, so check Lorella Cosmetics out if you're interested. They're also another affordable brand. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe so you don't miss any future videos. Thanks for watching. How I've been living without you.